Yes lads, welcome back to another video on this channel. In today's one we have the big game. Manchester City take on Tottenham Hotspur at the Etihad Stadium. It's a big game in the Premier League. Tottenham have not been on the best of form at the moment. Manchester City are flying. Everyone's saying the title's done. They're racing their way to the Premier League title. Who knows, if they slip up here today, Man United will be there to pounce tomorrow against West Brom. Liverpool lost again today, so it's not too good for them again. But let's get into the lineups and then I'll give you my prediction ahead of this big Premier League game. The visitors, they line up with Lloris in goals, Tanganga surprisingly at right back, centre-back partnership of Davinson Sanchez and Eric Dyer with Ben Davies as the left-back. The two sort of holding midfielders will be Pierre-Emerick Højbjerg and Tanguy and Ndombele. On the left will be Son, on the right will be Eric Lamela. And in behind Harry Kane will be Lucas Moura. So a very strong team for Spurs. I would have preferred to actually see Aurier instead of Tanganga. I think City will attack that side heavily during the game. But City's lineup is Ederson in goals, a back four of Cancelo, Stones, Laporte and Zinchenko. Silva, Rodri, Gundogan as the midfield three. Bernardo Silva, that is, I don't know why I said that because David Silva don't play for him anymore. Ignore me. And then the front three of Foden on the left, Sterling on the right, and Gabriel Jesus through the middle. Strong team for both. I'm actually going to go for a Manchester City win in this one. I think they're just too good for Tottenham. And I'm going to go with Manchester City 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1. A tough game, but I think City will come out. Let's see you in the game. At the Etihad. Got the Budweiser. Let's get into this game. Come on, you Spurs. 15 minutes into the game at the Etihad, and it's still City 0, Spurs 0. However, Man City have had large amounts of the ball, absolutely dominating this game. It's all Manchester City at the moment. A classic Jose Mourinho performance at the moment. Sitting back, waiting for something to happen. City just passing the ball around. Like I say, it's very, very routine from Man City. Very routine from Spurs. The two playing styles are being proven in this game. Tottenham sitting back, City having, dominating the game, dominating the ball, and Spurs are trying to hit them on the break with the likes of Son, Lamela, Lucas as well. Kane actually had a free kick a few minutes ago as well, which went wide, but City and Spurs have got away with it. Ben Davies running into Lucas. Is anything going to happen from here? Lucas Moura into Lamela. I'm staying with you because something might happen with Ben Davies. Into Son, out wide for Harry Kane, and that is absolutely atrocious by Harry Kane. 17 minutes in, City 0, Spurs Manchester 0. City have got a penalty at the Etihad. It's Pierre-Emerick Højbjerg who brings down Ilkay Gundogan. It's definitely a penalty. City with the chance to take the lead at the Etihad in this big Premier League game. Who is going to step over it? Is it going to be Gundogan? Is it going to be Sterling maybe? Foden? Bernardo Silva? It's Rodri. Rodri's going to be over it. Rodri. Good penalty. Good penalty. Manchester City lead. Rodri scores and Man City lead in the 23rd minute at the Etihad. City 1, Spurs 0. 30 minutes in at the Etihad and it is still 1-0 to City after they scored that penalty for Rodri. Which in my opinion is never a penalty. It's a definite dive from Ilkay Gundogan. When I first saw it, I thought he brought him down, but I've seen it a few times. I even looked on Twitter as well. It's never a penalty. It really isn't. Yeah, but it is what it is. People, will say different things, but it's definitely not a penalty for me. Before City scored, I think Spurs were definitely on the front foot, and it was quite weird to how the game was going. City started the first 20 minutes all over Tottenham. Then Tottenham had like a 2-3 minute spell where they were attacking through like Lamela and Son either side, and then City get that penalty and it's just sort of diluted Spurs' attacks now. City are on the ball as well over on this left hand side with Zinchenko, so it's basically routine from what City. Hang on, gonna get across here. Foden, good cleared away by Eric Dyer, I believe that is. So City is still dominating this game absolutely heavily. And Spurs need to try and get something in the game, but they don't want to go too overload because City can just absolutely destroy you. But 30 minutes in, City 1, Spurs 0 still, but it could be a lot worse. Let's face it, Spurs are very much backed against the wall. Half time at the Etihad, and it is Manchester City 1, Spurs 0. Pep Guardiola will be delighted with how his team is performing. Mourinho, maybe not so. But again, loads of people on Twitter and stuff like that saying who actually expects Tottenham to come to the Etihad and beat them. It's a very hard place to go, especially when Man City are on this form as well. But I think Lamela is a really tough player for this City team to defend against. He's really getting in the pocket, Lamela. He's running down the wing, causing a little bit of problems for Zinchenko over on that side. So wouldn't be surprised if Lamela gets an assist or scores a goal. But one thing I did want to mention at half-time, Man City are so high up. Their two centre-backs, Laporte and John Stones, are basically on the halfway line. It's unbelievable from Man City. So high up they are. The passing is unbelievable as well. But half-time at the Etihad, City won, Spurs. That is unbelievable. That is absolutely awful goalkeeping by Hugo Lloris. And Manchester City take a 2-0 lead over Spurs. Terrible, terrible goalkeeping from the Frenchman. Just want to see it once again. It's Gundogan with the goal for City. Sterling comes inside the box, takes it away from Eric Dyer, away from Davinson Sanchez, back to Foden. He gives it to Gundogan and goes back out to Sterling. Sterling then brings it inside to Gundogan, and Lloris should be saving that. It's an awful attempt to save it by Lloris. And Lloris was absolutely... I don't know what he could have done there. That was atrocious from the Frenchman. He's just let it go in. It's come off his right hand as well. City really in cruise control now. Gundogan scores again. City are 2-0 up at the Etihad. 50 minutes played. 2-0 to City. Hour played at the Etihad. 30 minutes to go. First of all, just want to talk about the Lloris one. I've seen it a few times again. It really is a howler from Lloris. It's literally a P-roller from Gundogan. It's going right at Lloris, and he gets his hand to it, gets his right hand to it, and instead of actually trying to push it away, he pushes it in the goal. It's really awful from Lloris, and he's getting slated for it, and rightly so, because that goal has killed Spurs off. Spurs, well, when they do get the ball, I'm saying this when they do, because they very rarely are touching the ball, but when they do get the ball, City are on them quickly. They touch the ball, Spurs, and it's off their toes instantly, because City are pressing so high and so aggressively. The intensity from City is absolutely through the roof. City are by far this better team. It's one-way traffic. It must be at least like 85-90% ball for City. I mean, their centre-backs are basically touching Spurs' central midfielders. That's how high City are. But half an hour to go at the Etihad. City 2, Spurs 0. I don't see anything else happening in this game. Maybe another City goal, but Spurs most certainly are not scoring in this one. 2-0. That is pathetic defending from Spurs. That is pathetic defending from Tottenham Hotspur. Spurs deserve to be losing this game. They're absolutely crap. Spurs are crap. This is... Man City are literally taking the piss out of Spurs. This is awful from Tottenham again. Another error, really. I want to see it again. I think it's Davinson Sanchez. Gundogan, again, is on fire. What a ball by Ederson. Sanchez should be just putting a boot on that. Getting out of there. He slipped. And Gundogan has put it past Hugo Lloris. It's an assist from Ederson, the goalkeeper. But it's an awful bit of defending from Sanchez. Gundogan pushes him off the ball. Puts it past Lloris. City are in fine form at the moment. Spurs absolutely crumbling under Mourinho. Oh, I don't know what Sanchez is doing on the floor. He's trying to crawl to the ball. 67 minutes in. City 3. Tottenham 0. I give up for Spurs. I really feel sorry for Spurs. This could end 4 or 5. City 3, Tottenham 0. Full time at the Etihad. It is finished Manchester City 3, Tottenham Hotspur 0. A commanding performance by Manchester City. Absolutely phenomenal. They're winning the Premier League title this season. They are winning the Premier League title. I'm saying it now. The Premier League title has been won by Manchester City because this team is absolutely phenomenal. The passing is good. The pressing is good. Everything about this Manchester City team is unbelievable. And Jamie Carragher said it in commentary. They could win the treble this season. They could win the Champions League, the Premier League and the FA Cup. And as a United fan, that pains me to hear that. someone else could win what is probably the most amazingest thing to ever happen in British football, winning the treble. But anyway, I'm not going to blab on about that. City are in absolute cruise control at the moment. They're winning every game. They're comfortably winning games. Spurs were all over the shop today, but I think that was due to Man City making them look like absolute pub team. Man City were just flying forward every single 5 minutes, you know. Like, you look down at the floor and then you look back at the game and what do you see? Man City attacking again. And it's unbelievable from this team. And I really think this season could be something phenomenal from Man City. But it's finished full-time 3-0 to Manchester City. If you have enjoyed this live match reaction, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. All of that good stuff. I probably will be back for another one tomorrow. Maybe Arsenal versus Leeds, potentially. But I'm going to start doing more of these, obviously, when Newport are playing. They come priority, but I'm going to do some Premier League content coming a lot as well, because, you know, I do enjoy watching the Premier League when refereeing decisions is right. But yeah, I enjoy the Premier League, so why not share my thoughts with you guys? So I hope you have enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Like I do say, I'm on the road to 800, so if you can help me get that, that'll be unbelievable. And I'll see you in the next one. As always, up the county. But in this one, come on you Spurs, even though they lost.